From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Michaels. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 2nd down now, Michaels. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Robbie Anderson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Broncos 7, Chargers nothing.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Got 300. Got 300. 26.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and a big sack at that. This remains a 1-point game.
Chargers 6. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Michaels. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side. Michaels. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space, A loss results there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bonito in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7.
Makes the score Chargers 13, Broncos 7. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2nd and 14. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Broncos have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Chargers 13.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. On play action, now Rodgers. And it's intercepted. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
2nd and 3. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated. They'll set up a throw. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Broncos. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. From the 6. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete. He's got room at the 30. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Chargers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Cook again. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 111 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Cook, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Broncos' 7-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Broncos are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some room to work. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
They'll run on 1st down. Michaels. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Michaels. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps around, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bonito. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
60. Win. Hurry.
They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Quez Watkins, 42 yards. And the Chargers have cut the lead back down to 2. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure, back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Up the middle they go. Michaels. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Michaels. 78 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. He'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Chargers 41.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Rodgers. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
A final shot before break. Rodgers looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Michaels. They find some open field here. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Right back to him on 1st down. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Broncos 35, Chargers 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. And some room to roam now. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 139 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Down to about the 45.
James Cook.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Broncos first down.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. From the 6. And he returns this to the 22.
The return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On play action, Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Michaels, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Finding room at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll drop to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
19 tight. number 18, Randall.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Not an easy spot here. He'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On third down, Michaels. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time.
And now here is another interception. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On second and 11 now. Rodgers on the slant. This is Chark. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Cook up the gut, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
At the 37-yard line.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
A loss of a yard.
Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
A loss of 2 yards.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Broncos 56, Chargers 21.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He's got room past the 30, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Left side, Cook. Bulldozes past him. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
Running for it, here's Cook. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense? Right?
Yeah,
if you
key
know,
in on him.
Right? You know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chances and sold out defensively to stop him. And if anyone else picks it up, I tip my cap to him.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Brought down back at the 27.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Get 300. Get 300. 26. Inside.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He's got Dulcich going across the formation. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try the middle with Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault.
And now here is another interception. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest. They kind of